Hey, thanks for making it to Veterans Info Tap. I'm glad you made it. On the House Committee on Veterans Affairs website, there is some new information, and I wanted to share it with you today as the headline here is Chairman Bost secures key wins in Fiscal Year 2025 MilCon/VA Appropriations Bill. Wanted to read through here with you real quick, see if we can pick out any nuggets and go from there. Thanks so much for watching. Hit the thumbs up, subscribe, share with a friend, all that good stuff. I truly appreciate it. If you want to support the channel in other ways, you can do that by becoming a member. Go to the homepage. You'll see the highlighted members there and a join button. Thank you so much. I really appreciate all you members. I do my best to get back to your comments as well. And look, I push out so much content; it's hard to stay up with all the comments. So we rely on each other, right? It's the whole if we don't take care of each other, something went wrong thing. I'm not the only person that knows things. There's other people that are watching this stuff that have their own experiences and can shine a light on it as well. Let's jump into this. So today, House Committee on Veterans Affairs Chairman Mike Bost released the following statement after the House passed H.R. 8580. So that's House of Representatives 8580, the Military, Construction, Veterans Affairs, and Related Agencies Appropriations Act. Legislation to fully fund the Department of Veterans Affairs for fiscal year 2025, which included key priorities Chairman Bost secured alongside House Republicans to improve the delivery of care and services at VA. Just as we did last year, House Republicans held our sacred obligation to the men and women who have served and fully funded President Biden's VA budget request, said Chairman Bost. While I still have serious concerns about the way the Biden administration has approached funding VA for the next fiscal year, including funding nearly 10,000 fewer healthcare workers, which I'm in full agreement. The 10,000 fewer headcount is a ridiculous thing when the VBA, Veterans Benefits Administration, is trying so hard to get as many veterans into the VA as possible through the benefits side, which then push over to the healthcare side, not to mention the opening of healthcare to non-service connected wartime veterans. Just go sign up, which is a great thing, and it should be that way, but why are you going to drop 10,000 healthcare workers? Anyway, let's move on. And underinvesting in renovating and modernizing VA's facilities. The budget will ensure our nation's heroes receive the care and benefits they have earned, Chairman Bost continued. I am pleased that this bill includes a number of important provisions I fought for to require VA to follow the same community care access standard for substance abuse and rehab treatment, protect veterans' due process rights, and ensure that veterans in flyover country continue to have access to the emergency transportation services they need. I want to thank my friends, Appropriations Chairman Tom Cole and Judge Carter, for working with me to secure these important provisions in the final bill on behalf of veterans and their families. Chairman Bost fought for the following provisions, which were included in the House passed version of the 2025 MilCon/VA Appropriations Bill. So, Bost Amendment number 8 requires the VA to apply the same access standards for mental health residential rehabilitation treatment program as for primary care, specialty care, and non-institutional extended care services. Second Amendment protection section 261 prohibits the Department of Veterans Affairs from submitting a veteran or beneficiary's name to the This is the Second Amendment stuff. Okay, I'm going to start it again. So I'm going to start it with, look, the VA used to, right, just throw your name to the FBI list if they felt as though you were any sort of a risk with no due process, really. So it was just kind of all in their hands. So it was all in the bureaucratic hands of VA to decide whether or not you get a firearm or not. So this is, let's go on with this. So Second Amendment protections, Section 261, prohibits the Department of Veterans Affairs from submitting a veteran or beneficiary's name to the FBI's NICS list without a judge's consent, because that's what they used to do. that they are in danger without a judge's consent, that they are in danger to themselves or others, affording veterans with fiduciaries the due process rights they have earned. All Americans have earned due process by simply being an American, and your rights are your rights, and the Second Amendment is no more important than the First or the Third or the Fourth or the Fifth. It's up to you, right, individually to figure that out, but we're all equally granted those. So let's and it's got to be a serious thing to just rip away somebody's right. Imagine somebody coming to you and saying, you no longer have your First Amendment, it's gone. Right, you have too big of a mouth. You're causing too many ripples. That would be horrendous. So that's how people feel about their second. So let's move on. Emergency transportation protections prohibits the Department of Veterans Affairs from cutting reimbursements for private ground and air ambulatory emergency transportation services in response to the following rule. Changes in rates VA pays for special modes of transportation, 88 Federal Register 10032, so 10,032, effectively protecting rural and remote veterans' access to life-saving emergency transportation. This was a big deal, and I'm really glad that that it's still being talked about. So those are the three big ones, and just want to throw that out there to everybody. And thank you so much for watching. I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you so much for all of the support. And I really, that's Stan in the background, I really just wanted to say, look, if you have any sort of desire to be a little more vocal, to express your support on different sorts of legislation and all that stuff, please do that. Reach out to your congressional members. Let them know. They need to hear from us as the constituents. Look, in a perfect world, this is what I see. You have the service organizations like DAV, VFW, American Legion, Marine Corps League, TREA, MOA, the list goes on, right? Order of the Purple Heart, on and on. Those organizations help support us and legislation at the Capitol. It's up to us to really have the voice as the constituency, the voting population for our elected officials. If we don't speak up, then it doesn't matter, right, to that congressional representative. So make sure you, look, everybody's different. You don't have to show up in person and do some sort of presentation. You can send them an email through their website. You can leave them a voicemail after hours if you don't want to talk to anybody. You can call during the day, talk to a staffer, let them know your support of something. You can swing by their office, talk to them, talk to the staffer. You can work with their scheduler and try to schedule an appointment with the congressional member as well. So it's kind of like pick your flavor. So with that, thanks so much for watching. I appreciate you. Have a great one. And remember, if we don't take care of each other, something went wrong.